Welcome back to our journey of discovery in the amazing world of the Salmon River estuary. Last time, we discovered how wild and human families are different from each other and the ways they are the same. This diversity helps us to share the things we need in the estuary. Remember the word diversity from our last episode? Diversity is all the differences between us and others that allow us to get the things we need in our own way. Each plant, animal, and part of the estuary is a puzzle piece. The special ways they're all connected to each other and need each other is our next clue to why so many plants and animals make the estuary their home. Come on, let's take a closer look. Let's start our investigation with the salmon. We've already learned that the salmon return to the river at the end of their life to lay their eggs. They bring with them nutrients they've stored in their bodies from the food they ate while living in the ocean.
When their life ends, their bodies become food and nutrients for plants and animals, including insects. The nutrients the salmon bring are so important for the Sitka that you can tell how many salmon came upriver each year by looking at how wide the growth rings are in the Sitka tree. In return, the Sitka and other plants provide shade to keep the water cool for the salmon's eggs. The plant's roots also trap dirt and other things that could harm the eggs, which need cold, clean water to grow.
Wow, the salmon and the Sitka, they both need each other to survive in the estuary. Their pieces of the puzzle fit tightly together. But how does the heron's piece fit? Let's check it out.
At night, the heron can rest high in the branches of the Sitka tree. Up here, the heron is safe from predators down on the ground. The Sitka also provides a safe place to build their nest, lay their eggs, and raise their young. So Sitkas help the heron find safety and shelter. But can the herons help the Sitka? They can. One piece of evidence is on the ground under the nest. Herons bring all kinds of food up to the nest for their chicks to eat. And what happens after everyone eats? That's right, they poop. The heron family poops all sorts of nutrients over the side of their nest. All this poop lands right at the foot of the Sitka. So while the Sitka can't move, the heron brings nutrients from the river to it. A little poop can be helpful, but too much poop could hurt the tree. There's one more way the heron can help the Sitka. The heron is a big, heavy bird, so every time it lands or takes off, it shakes the Sitka's branches. When this happens, cones release their seeds, which are blown by the wind, landing nearby and sprouting into new trees.
So the salmon and the Sitka help each other, and the Sitka and the herons can help each other. But do the herons and the salmon help each other?
Remember when I mentioned that herons hunt for small fish to feed their babies? Well, every spring, when the newly hatched salmon make their way down the river into the estuary, they become a source of food for heron families just like other small fish. As the heron hunts, it stirs up the shallow water with its feet and stabbing beak. This releases insects, tiny shrimp, and other sources of food the salmon needs, making it easier for the young salmon to find.
All three of our wild relatives help each other. All the puzzle pieces are connected and fit together perfectly. The many different ways families in the estuary are connected to each other and need each other is an important clue to why so many plants and animals make the estuary their home. But there is one puzzle piece that often gets lost: people. In our last video, we will take a closer look at how our own families are connected to life in the estuary. See you soon.